Eric and I are picking up this really cute fairy lamp, painted snowman.
Got a little scratch.
$3.99 for that. And what else did you find? This guy here, the soft glaze guy, for $3.99. That's Eldra. Awesome. I'm gonna pick up this Christmas stocking. It's got such a nice whimsical look to it. Kind of reminds me of Patience Brewster. I don't think that it is, but I mean, it's cool as hay. So it's $3.99, so I'm gonna pick that up. Alright guys, so today I'm gonna be sharing with you a haul of some things Eric and I picked up at Goodwill, as well as just recent auction listings, eBay listings. My background might seem a little different. We got rid of all the totes that were behind me. So they're in another part of the basement currently. So just a little bit of a difference in the background. Eric got a light box for down here for him to use. So we have that sitting on the table that I normally keep all of my stuff that I'm going to haul. So that table's behind me instead of beside me now. So just a little bit of a difference. I did want to thank everyone for the birthday wishes that you left me on some of my last videos. I had a very nice birthday, so that's always exciting. And yeah, so here lately, as far as when Eric and I go in to freshen up the booth, restock the booth, just make sure, like, you know, everything's in order, type of thing, we have been kind of making it a point to stop in at Goodwill before we go over to the antique booth since we're in town. And we have been finding some stuff here and there by doing so. So it's never a lot. That's why, like, it's hard for me to make like a full video of shopping in at Goodwill, because it's slim pickings in there, if you ask me. There's just not a whole lot of interesting stuff to look at, and not a whole lot of good stuff, in my opinion. So I've just kind of been putting in some clips of the things that we find. So I'll start with those things first. The other day, stopped in and I found this amazing Christmas stocking. This thing's pretty big. It's got a little jingle bell shaped like an elf shoe. Very oversized. When I first saw it, like, obviously I noticed how whimsical it looked. But then I was like, I wonder if that's made by like Department 56, maybe Patience Brewster. When I did look it up, Patience Brewster did make Christmas stockings, but this is not one of hers. This is not Department 56. Turns out this was by Members Mark, but it is a desirable stocking. So, and it's really nice, really big, and even the top, there's like some wire around this, so, you know, it opens really nicely, so you can really stuff it full of things. So found this for $3.99. These have been consistently selling for $60. So that's what I listed mine at as a buy it now for $60. This piece also came from Goodwill. We found this really cute two-piece fairy lamp, and it's all hand painted with this really pretty snowman scene, and they're like holding little Christmas lights with cut out stars. So when you put your little candle in here, the light shines through all those cutouts. And this is it was made in Minnesota by BWD Artists, so it just talks a little bit about it there. And this is the little signature. It looks like a cat head. Very cute. I'm pretty sure this was $3.99 as well. And we listed this as a buy it now for $39.99. Also at Goodwill, Eric found this. I was surprised that we found an Eldrith pottery piece there. But this is a blue salt glaze Eldrith pottery Santa. His little star on top says 2000. He is what they call a second. Over top of the signature, it's marked second. So I guess in some way, shape, or form, they thought that this one wasn't as good as, you know, they would normally come out. I don't really know what about it wasn't like up to snuff with like what they wanted, but I don't see anything wrong with it personally. And this one seemed like it was pretty desirable. It was like a constant kind of selling. So I went ahead, we picked this up. I think this one might have been $4.99, I want to say. And I listed it on auction with a starting price of $49.99. That is on the low end side of what they were selling for, but since it is marked a second, I didn't know if it would be worth as much as the ones that aren't marked second, so we'll see. I think it does have a watcher, so, and it's a nice one. Then I have this really awesome looking wood carved folk art Santa Claus. This is signed D. Schwartz with the year 1987 on the bottom. He's so cute looking. I absolutely love him. He came from the auction. I think Eric paid maybe, I want to say $6 for him. I put him up on auction with a starting price of $49.99. I usually do pretty well with signed like folk art type of things, and I just love the look of him. I have this Chalkware Fish, really cute, nice condition, has the little piece to hang it. This actually came, this was one of the things that was in a tote, stuff we got at a private pick. So I've had this for a while, just didn't get around to listing it. Unfortunately, it was just this large fish. There weren't any like bubbles or like a smaller baby fish or anything like that. But I did list the fish for a buy it now of $29.99. This came from an auction. So this here is like a, well, when I did my research, it was described as a wall pocket, which is a little funky in my opinion, I guess because of the shape and the fact that it is like open on the bottom. But it was described as a wall pocket. It is signed Pottery. It's by Bay Pottery, and then it has the hole on the back so you can hang it. I'm pretty sure it goes this way, but I mean, I guess you could put it that way if you wanted to. Anyway, came from an auction. Eric said someone was about to throw this in the trash. I guess maybe they didn't know what it was or anything like that. That happens a lot sometimes at the auction. People will bid or buy, you know, a tray or box of stuff, and there's only like one or two things that they want in it, and then instead of taking it home and throwing it out, they just throw it away in the trash can at the auction. So he got this from the trash, and it's definitely worth money. I found it. I mean, it did sell before, so didn't pay anything for it. I listed it on auction, starting price $24.99. I think it last sold for $27, but there's none currently listed, so we'll see. Eric won this at the auction. He actually won 2 of these, but I only have the one listed currently. Need to get the other ones listed, but it still has the tag attached. This is by Tuba. The Dakota line made of range steer hide. So this Tuba brand, it's a really expensive brand. They sell a lot of like travel bags and stuff like that. This one is like a nice brown leather crossbody style bag, but there's also this part on the back where you could slip this through your belt and take the strap off and wear it like a fanny pack on your side. So kind of like a convertible type of bag, which is nice. I'd say he paid maybe $6, I want to say, for the bag. I put it on auction with a starting price of $59.99. Their bags typically sell for a decent amount of money, and the fact that this still had the tag was really nice. I listed this Hello Kitty garden flag. Looks like this. This actually came from a yard sale over the summer. I paid $1 for it, and I listed it as a buy it now for $12.99. I got these pair of Staffordshire dogs. They don't have any markings on them. They are a nice set though. These came from an auction. I can't remember what I paid for them because it's been a while now. But I would say I paid less than $20 for them, and I have them listed as a buy it now for $69.99. Staffordshire dogs, especially when you have pairs, can do fairly well. Probably depends on coloring and that type of thing as far as what people are looking for. I have this Willy Ray piece. This one is Halloween themed. It's of a cow, and this person is dressed like a cow. It has a little pumpkin bucket. This here also came from an auction. I found it in a tote of stuff I was going through. Completely forgot I had it, or else I would have listed it before this past Halloween, but I didn't even realize I had it, which is always a problem when you have so much stuff to list. But I did put it up as a buy it now for $99.99. There are none currently listed, and the last one that sold was for around that price. So unless someone comes and lists one that's like way cheaper, I'm just gonna stay at that price, but I might have to come down in price depending. So, but it is a cute one. So when Eric and I were decorating for Christmas, we found this in one of our totes, and we got it at an auction last year. I think we decorated with it last year, but we decided to pass it along. This is a little Napco Christmas girl, and she is a planter. She does have an issue. She does have like a crack back here, like she was repaired, but she still displays really nicely from the front, obviously. And then if you have stuff in her, you'd never see that crack even if you were looking at her back. But I did list her for a buy it now of $39.99. She has 34 watchers. So I have a feeling she's gonna go at some point. This item came from an auction as well. It's like a little pinup ashtray. It says bedroom ashtray, and it says for hot butts only. So it's definitely a little on the risque side. Again, there's just like two little issues. She has like a little chip right here on the black of her leg, and then she has a little chip on her nipple too. It almost makes it look like she has a nipple, but it is just a little chip there. So definitely a cute piece for people who like that, like collecting pinup things. Like I said, came from an auction. I listed her for a buy it now of $19.99. Also came from that private pick I was talking about. You know, you saw me open that tote of Christmas stuff. That was all from the same place. But this is completely all hand-blown glass, and it's of a tuba player. It's really quite cool. Interesting enough, and I like randomly found this out, but I have my black light on me, and it's tuba. Glows under black light, so that's interesting. I listed this guy for a buy it now of $49.99. The other figures that look like him were selling for around that price, some even more than that. This was also from the same private pick. This is a little Amberina. This is by Kanawa Glass. It's like a little mini pitcher. The handle on this is so unique. I've never seen one of these before. So really cute, and it glows under black light. This here I have listed as a buy it now for $19.99. This came from an auction. This is for a really pretty, like, ornate, gilded little trinket jewelry box. So the top looks like this, and then the interior is glass, and it's on like 3 feet. Very pretty. I love this. This here I have listed as a buy it now for $39.99. Recently won this at an auction. It's for a stained glass lamp shaped like a little house, and it says bakery on it. So this little bakery house does light up. Really cute little accent lamp, and it is signed on the back. It was made by someone named Bill Job, and it's also numbered. This here we have listed as a buy it now for $49.99. Got a moisture meter. Random, right? I look up everything at the auction. These are worth really good money. So this detects moisture. Eric tested it down here in the basement. Our basement is actually really good, so that's good to know. This here I have listed as a buy it now for $95.99. So there's only one other one listed, and theirs is listed for like 100 something, but they typically sell for a little less than that 100. There were a couple of these Royal Dalton lady figures at the auction. A lot of people don't tend to bother with these. I'm guessing because one, they either don't want to ship them, or two, they're not really worth a whole heck of a lot. But if you're buying them because no one else is buying them, like, and getting them super cheap, then, you know, we just go for it. So this one here is called A Lady from Williamsburg, and she's sitting on a bench. This one here I have listed as a buy it now for $24.99. This one is named Charlotte, and she is in a purple dress holding a doggo in her lap, sitting on a chair. This one I have listed as a buy it now for $37.99. This one is called A Hostess of Williamsburg, and she is in a pink dress. Listed her as a buy it now for $24.99. I have this vintage Satin Snowman. This is so stinking cute. He's made up of two little satin balls with the chenille arms, little broom, and a cardboard base. He came in a tray of some stuff we won at an auction, and I have him listed as a buy it now for $19.99. I also have a couple of Wedgewood trinket dishes. Again, these are something that a lot of people I don't feel like bother with, because again, not all of them are created equal as far as resale prices go. But that's the thing, like, you have to do the research to find out which colors, which shapes, which certain ones are worth the money. So this first one is a pink oval. There weren't any listed that look like this. They call this one Dancing Hour, with the lady on the front there. And this one I listed them all on auction because there's not any of them currently listed. This one here I listed on auction, starting price $49.99. I think the last one that I saw that sold for like 70 something. So we'll see if it goes for any more than that. I love this one. This one is a green. They call this Sage, and it has a Christmas tree on the top. Again, didn't see any of these currently listed. This one I have on auction, starting price $39.99. This one has like an Egyptian look with the gilded top. I had never seen one of these before. These Wedgewood trinket boxes, they had a whole Egyptian line, and some of these can do really well. This one here I have on auction, starting price $39.99. And then the last one that I have is this one, and they call this one Basalt. So nice, like matte black Wedgewood. And this one here I have listed on auction with a starting price of $49.99. There's only one other one listed. I think it's for like 70 something, but I don't know if I saw any sold, so I put mine up at $49.99 because I'd like to at least get that for it. I have this box of vintage shiny bright ornaments. There's 3 in here, and these are like jumbo sized and really quite cool. This one has like a shooting star theme. Then there's a green one with gold snowflakes, and then there's a red one with like this geometric kind of look to it. These, I don't even remember where they came from, either an auction or a yard sale. I really don't remember. I put them up as a buy it now for $29.99. And then the last thing I have is this Polish Pottery pie plate, and this is made in Poland and really pretty. I listed this as a buy it now for $49.99. That's what the last one sold for, so hopefully I can get that one for mine. And this also came from an auction. So that is pretty much everything for this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you next time.